life on the farm, and I'll put it on tape.
Oh, it was on a farm. It was a picnic on a farm. You get up in the morning, and you don't even eat. You have to run out to the barn to milk cows. When you get done milking the cow, you come in the house, you wash up, have something to eat, and go to school. But you don't, you dress up your clothes, but you don't put no shoes on. You carry your shoes under the arm, and when you get by the school, then you put them on to go into school.
Even in the rain?
Even in the rain.
Wow.
So, and then we get out of school, we take the shoes off, we walk home barefooted.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how many people lived on the farm?
Well, there was 14 kids.
14
My
kids.
mother and
Wow.
my father, 16.
16 people in the one house. Wow.
Yeah, we had upstairs, we had 5 bedrooms.
Yeah?
And there was 5 rooms downstairs.
Wow.
Yeah.
So all the boys slept together and all the girls slept together?
Yeah. And sometimes in the winter, well, we had 1 bedroom downstairs special. We had a big size bed, and if it was very cold, well, all the young kids all cuddle up together. There was 6 at a time sleeping on that 1 bed.
Wow.
You know?
Those were the good old days.
Yeah, 1 bed. 6 of us.
Wow.
Because we had a stove in that bedroom. It was a stove, so it was nice and warm, you know?
So my mother was born on the farm too?
Yeah, your mother was born on a farm, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In November. So that must have been
My father
different.
was her doctor.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. My mother didn't have no doctor for none of us. Yeah, for 14 children, she never had a doctor.
Wow.
My father took care of everything. Yeah.
Amazing.
And after as we grew up, we went to work out of school. When you're 16 years old, we had to go to work. The Berkshire Mill. We walked 3 miles every morning, and then 3 miles back home in the afternoon. And when we got home, you had to go right out in the field and work till it got dark.
So you used to have to walk to school too, or did you have a school bus?
Oh no, we walked.
And where was the school?
We had a small schoolhouse.
Yeah?
On Bones Corner. And we walked right to the pasture.
Is that near, up in Savoy?
No, down towards Adams. You know where Anthony's house is on Bones Corner? When you're going up the 4 corners?
Yeah.
Well, up towards that way.
Wow.
And one teacher, she had 7 grades. Kindergarten up to the 6th grade.
Wow.
One teacher. So, like this, some people were smart, or they would help out the teacher, you know, take care of some of the grades.
Yeah.
I used to teach a lot of grades.
So you were like a teacher helper?
Yeah.
Wow.
Even my own grade I used to help out. Yeah. And then, while I was in the 6th grade, halfway through, my mother got a stroke. So I had to quit school and take care of her. So I took care of her. She got better.
Yeah.
Back on her feet. And I went back to school, but they already put me in the 7th grade in junior high, you know. Well, I started that. I went 2 months. And then my birthday come around, the 16th, March 15th. I quit and I went to work. The day I was 16, I went to work in the Berkshire Mill.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you had to do that back then.
Huh?
You had to work back then.
Oh yeah, I had to. Yeah.
So
We worked 40 hours, hey, and our pay, we would get $10, $11 a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Jaju and Babci, did they both come from Poland?
Yeah, they both came from Poland. Yeah.
And did they have any brothers and sisters that you remember?
And where, in Poland?
Or here?
Up here, yeah. My father had 3 brothers. 3 brothers and 3 sisters.
Wow.
And Adam's here.
So was he wealthy that he could afford to buy that farm up there?
No.
It was a big farm.
No. My father worked very, very hard. He worked here in Adams, and they sent him down to Chicopee to work, and he would stay there a whole month, and then they would pay him, and he would come home with the money and give it to my mother, and she would take care of it, you know.
Wow.
And he got 2 cows, and then after we start with those cows, you know, people wanted milk. Well, he was getting more and more cows. Anyway, he had about 30 cows after, and we milked them, and he sold the milk. That's how we made our living.
So did he build that house on the farm, or?
Yes, he built. There was one house up there. It was a hotel. It had 22 rooms.
Really?
That's where we lived first.
No kidding.
Not all of us, but I lived in the house. Leon, after Leon, we moved over to the new house that my father built.
Now I remember coming in. There used to be like a concrete foundation on the right of the driveway. Is that where that was?
That was the house. There was a hotel.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah. And that farm, it's called Burlingame, because the man that owned that hotel, his name was Burlingame.
Wow.
And it was named after him.
That's something.
It was 22. You've been lost in that house. You didn't dare to go to the cellar, because there were so many rooms in the cellar even, that you wouldn't know how to get out, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
And I seem to remember that at some point that burned down too.
The farm?
The hotel?
The hotel, yeah. There was a lot of snakes there.
Snakes?
A lot of snakes.
Nathan doesn't like snakes.
No, there's a lot of snake doors up there. You know?
Wow.
But we had a very hard life. And we milk, you know, well, we used to make our own cheese. We used to make our own buttermilk, you know, and we used to eat sour milk and potatoes mostly.
Now, what about vegetables?
We planted a lot of vegetables, but we sold them.
Yeah.
My father sold them. Yeah, a lot of vegetables we planted.
So butcher your cows and pigs and everything for your food?
Yeah. He had all kind of animals. We had chickens, ducks, geese, turkeys, guinea hens. Any you name them, we had them.
Well, I can remember as a kid always going up there every Sunday for picnics after everybody moved out. And everybody all go back to the homestead.
Yeah.
Usually to cut hay and on the 4th of July and Labor Day.
Yeah.
Well, we'll save some of this history for the family, Laura.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's how we lived.
Yeah.
It was a very, very hard life we had. Very hard. And then we couldn't be going out to the movies or anywhere like that, you know. We had to enjoy ourselves our way, you know. We'd go out and play Nipsey, they used to call it. Or we used to throw the ball over the house, you know, on one side over to the other. And that's how we enjoyed ourselves. We skied, but we didn't have no skis. My father would take a barrel apart, a big barrel. And you know how the barrel is like that?
Yep.
Well, you take 2 boards from the barrel, and you had the pair of skis.
Wow.
We used to tie them up to our feet. We used to ski on that. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
No, kids today would not know how to survive like that.
Huh?
Kids today wouldn't know how to survive and have fun.
No. Don't forget, at that time, it was 50 below zero in the winter up there.
Wow.
And that's all we had in the house is a furnace down the cellar, big furnace.
Of course, they say that you used to have to walk to school in the snow, both ways uphill.
Snow up to your neck. And you know the road, in the winter we didn't have no road. We had to go to the fields because the road was all covered up with snow. Even my father, when he had to go down with the milk to the people, he had to go to the fields.
Wow.
Because there was no road. It was all covered up.
I remember you and your brothers and sisters always used to have favorite mushroom spots too on the hill.
Oh yeah, we used to go mushrooming every time it rained. We were all out mushrooming, everybody. Yeah.
Where was your secret spot?
Oh, I had a couple of them that I knew about. I knew what tree it was, you know, Christmas tree, and I would go and to that one place there, and I would pick them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to pick a lot of mushrooms. I used to pick one pail, fill it up, and go back and get another pail. Yeah.
And how old are you now?
89, going to be 90.
89 going on 90. No, you've lived a good number of years. You got a lot of years left though.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. No. And don't forget, Sundays, we wanted to go to the movies. Well, when we got our pay, you know, from the Berkshire Mill,
I see you.
well, we would get like $10, $11 and some change. Well, we would get the change. Sometimes we get 15 cents, sometimes a quarter. Well, if we got 15 cents, we were lucky. We could go to the movies. The movies was 10 cents, and the nickel we had to buy a candy or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what did you do at the Berkshire Woolen Mills?
In the Berkshire Mill?
Yeah.
I was a carpenter.
What did they make there?
Cotton. They made, out of cotton, they made cloth.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Right started from the cotton, you know? They had all different kind of machines, and when it come to my place already, it was already thread. You know? Then I would make that thread a little bit stronger. And then we'd go on to the next one, and then they'd make cloth out of it. You know?
So where'd they get the cotton from?
From the south.
They brought it up? Yeah.
Yeah. From the south. Yeah.
And what was the cloth used for? Do you know?
Huh?
Do you know what they used the cloth for?
What do you use it for? For clothes.
Yeah?
People bought them for clothes. They make clothes, they dye it, or like sheets, pillowcases. But mostly they bought it for clothes. They would dye it, and I know we used to get, my mother, we used to buy it, you know, my mother used to make our clothes with it.
Wow. So tell me a little bit about my grandmother.
Huh?
Tell me about my grandmother Jennie.
About my grandmother, your grandmother?
Yeah.
Her name was Nellie Ann.
No.
Yeah, Buddy's name, no, Nellie.
No, Jennie.
Oh, Jennie. Oh. Jennie, she worked right with me. Me and Jennie were very good friends, me and her. We hung around together all the time. We used to go to school together. And then she got sick. She got scarlet fever. And Jackie, let me tell you, the doctor come up and to see her, and he told my mother and my father that she wasn't going to live till morning. Well, what we did, my mother and I and Mildred, we start cutting onions up, and my mother would put it in deep fat, you know, and get it good and hot. And then she put it in a cloth bag, and she would put it on her back and on her chest. Onions and the oats, what the horses eat. She used to heat that up and put that on. The next day when the doctor come, he couldn't believe his eyes. Said she got better so fast.
It must have drawn the fever right out.
That onion and that grease drew all that fever out.
Wow.
But she lost all her hair.
How old was she?
She was only about 15, 16.
Wow.
She lost all her hair. And
I never knew that.
And when the hair came in, it was a different color already. She had, when she was younger, she had like golden brown, you know. But when she got that hair come out, and what come in, it was like reddish. She had like reddish hair.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something else. Well, I appreciate the story.
9 boys and 4 girls. There was 5 girls, but one died when she was a year old. She got pneumonia and she died. But there was 9 brothers and 4 girls. So today there's only 1 girl left and 2 boys.
Yep, and you're the girl.
I'm the girl.
Yeah, and Joey and Leon.
Yeah.
And how old, do you know how old Joey and Leon are?
Yeah, Leon is 87 and Joey's 83.
So you're the oldest?
Huh?
You're the oldest?
I'm the oldest.
Wow. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Nate.
I'm the oldest.
All right, well, that's a nice story that I'm going to save for history.
Yeah, that's how we lived. In the summer, it was warm. We slept in a barn. You know, in the hay.
Yep.
We slept in the hay. In the winter in the house. And we made out of the hay, we made our own mattresses.
Wow.
You know, we had mattresses made from hay. And for covers, well, my mother used to, when the ducks were, you know, when they got older, they were small, they got older, they had feathers on the stomach. And my mother used to pick those feathers out, you know. You could pick, and she'd make pillows or make covers for the, you know, to cover up with. Out of that, yeah.
Wow.
Out of the duck, feathers from the duck. Yeah.
You know what's funny? I think the world's going to go back to living like that.
I'll tell you, it would be a good thing.
Yeah, I think that's how the world is going to go.
Yeah.
You're talking about way back,
Yeah.
you know, in the history, that it's going to get like that again.
We didn't have no car.
Yeah.
We didn't, no, only horses.
Yep.
That's all we had. And you couldn't take the horses down, so if you want to go down anywhere to the movies or like that, we had to walk, you know, we had to walk.
Within 50 years, it'll be back like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful spot up on the farm.
Huh?
I'm going to go up there after and take some pictures up on the farm.
Yeah, I tell you, yeah. But I'll tell you, we had a very, very good life.
Yep.
We didn't have all this steak or that, you know. We were satisfied with potatoes and buttermilk.
Yeah.
Or sour milk. Or you know.
All right, well, say goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this story. It's a
Yes.
good story. It's a true story.
Yep, and I'll share it with all my cousins.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.